now I'm in my room. They kind of shorted me on the ice cream a little bit, but they were kind of busy just trying to get me out. So I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Just give it. They were like, do you want it in a cup? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It's all right. Dad would have been pissed anyway had I occupied that much freezer space. But 5 pies, which when you look at that and you think five, that's totally enough for 5 apple pies. So 10 was kind of stretching it, but five, I could make 5 sundaes out of that, no question. So perfect. That's all I need. Boom. Then we can go back to finally get a Coke Slurpee maybe one of these nights. Been a long time. But for the final act, the final night, I had two of our 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Now, that ranch was so good yesterday. Ranch snack wrap. I got them both ranch. I didn't get the spicy. It's good. Spicy's good, but it's not what I'm feeling today. So we got one with our normal stuff on it. No ketchup. Add lettuce. Good. The use. Mm. Something about the flavor. I think it's the onions. I don't know what it is. Something about the Mickey D's little burgers are just, I don't know. It's sad. It's sad. It's a sad night. A good one. We have a lot of free food. It's fun, but it's sad. 29, 11:29. Those, those of you on the East Coast, doesn't even matter anymore. McDonald's monopoly is over for you East Coasters, but for me, there's 30 minutes left, and we are sitting here with some of our rewards, reminiscing. I had a lot of fun this morning. 14 in the watching in the chat. 14 is the number of breakfast sandwiches we went this morning. If you see the thumbnail, I'm gonna change it, but right now for the quick thumbnail, I wanted to go live. I got 14 breakfast sandwiches, and we went local bus stop and we gave them away. I knew there would be people there because I used to take that bus, and there's always people there. So I feel you can't stop my happiness today. You can't stop me right now. So this might be what I was doing, and he's like, that's so funny, I'm doing the same thing. He was ordering on the kiosk. He was ordering the last of his Monopoly rewards. So I'm not the only one. There are tons of people who tonight went out and are doing exactly, probably right now, all across the state. There's a bunch of people doing exactly what I did tonight. I'm very glad I did it. I'm glad I participated in the Monopoly promotion. I think it's very safe to say, I am a McDonald's Monopoly legend. We are McDonald's Monopoly Legends. So it was fun. It was fun. And oh, and how could I forget? We technically, because I don't know where else it would exist, we technically have the very last game piece in the entire world. Alberto, shout out to you. Love you, brother. Hopefully you subbed. Hopefully you stay along for the journey. I'll see you later. Telling you, these were crazy last night. Something about this sauce right here. Hold on. This ranch is insane. I am 99.9% sure I'm gonna die. They sell this sauce, the ranch, that you can add it onto a sandwich. If you get the McCrispy chicken sandwich, I'm 99.9% sure you can add this on. We will try that in the next few days at some point. Because now I don't have rewards. Now it's like I don't have meals to get rid of. Now we're back to eating. Maybe we'll go some other chains next few days. Take a McBreak. No, I don't know. I don't know if it's possible. The deals are real. It's there. We found some really good meals and steals type of stuff during that promotion. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what my eating schedule looks like after this. I really don't. I honestly feel shell shocked. I feel like it's not real that this promotion's ending, but it is. No chicken. It's crazy. Just ranch, cheese, and lettuce. Normally I would. Tonight I'm just not. Not feeling that tonight. Same with this shit. Hey, quick, my bad. I had to do something, make sure the Wi-Fi. But it is 11:59 in a couple seconds. When do we get 12? They're already expired. They expire at 11:59 p.m. on the whatever day. So literally, these moments, McDonald's Monopoly goes from current to past to a great memory. So I had to come on here. I want to say thank you. 12, there it is. It's over. They're gone. I'm gonna open my app right now and there's no more. McDonald's Monopoly, our game pieces, all of it, it's all expired. It's all worthless. It's all done. but it's, might just be worthless on paper, might be worthless in the eyes of McDonald's. To us, it's priceless. We had a great time. So I want to thank everybody for being a part of that. A lot of you found this channel from those streams. So just wanted to come out here. Thank you guys. Take it in. The last moment. McDonald's Monopoly with my skinned up face. Hi. Gonna go have my dessert, do my thing, but love you guys. Peekaboo. We are actually just kind of wrapping up, but Monopoly at McDonald's, as of 1 minute ago, is in the books. It's over. It's all done. And we made the most. Absolute most of it. Shout out Peekaboo. It's over. So sad. Remember the last live I was on? It was McTee's apple pies? Hell yeah. I got 5 tonight because they were going to expire. They just did expire 2 minutes ago. So if I didn't go get them tonight, we wouldn't have them. Thankfully, I got them. We're going to enjoy tonight, enjoy the next week with our rewards because we have a lot. Or Handy, what's cool? Everyone's joining now that I'm wrapping up. But we just did it. We said goodbye. McDonald's Monopoly's over. Here, you know what? I won't get off now. Let's mix it up. Let's make this, let's make it. Let's celebrate. No, wait, hold on. I'm gonna do this real quick. Yeah, he already left. Oh no, he's here. Oh yeah, that's just the next schedule. Hey, much love, Peekaboo. Yeah, it's we're going crazy. Well, we went crazy this Monopoly season. Now it's over. Now it's over. Cheeseburger Eddie. I think I'm drawing a blank, but shout out Cheeseburger Eddie. Make it more even. Thank you. I was there. Fun fact. WrestleMania 31. Oh, the prison. At the prison with the, yeah, yes. That's funny. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about that the other day, but I couldn't think of the name. That's funny as shit. He's selling the, that's the funniest shit. Right? Am I wrong? I think I'm right. He's got like he's like the McD plug. Shit's funny. Okay, I've told you guys before, there's a special way to do this. We're gonna go over it now. There we go. Now. Actually, now. Dude, why is it sliding? How is the phone sliding on here, dude? Oh. That should be good. Okay. It's fire. Shout out Peekaboo. You will one day. We all will. Should do that as a group. One of these years. First, like, couple rows. Just be all of us. Here, hold on. See right here? See what I'm doing? It's okay to be rough. It's okay. I promise. I've done this a lot of nights now. Again, you don't have to do this. Nobody has to do what I'm doing. It's a choice. It's a lifestyle. Yeah, let me show you. You need this shit. You need this shit. Okay, listen, you need this shit. Try to scrape off as much of the pie filling as you can, because that's the good shit. And then there, boom. The evil, the nasty, the apple. Take his ass out of there. Get his ass out of the game. Again, you don't have to be crazy like me and do this shit. But if I'm gonna eat an apple pie McFlurry, I don't want apples in there, because how reasonable does that sound? It's in the name. I'm taking out one of the most important ingredients. But to me, that is one of the most important ingredients. Taking this shit out. And then what you're left with is this. There he is. He's hiding from me. There's always going to be 3 or 4. I haven't found an exact tell yet, but precisely 3 to 4 apples. The experience of being possessed is an experience that we find across the world in many cultures. But see, like, be careful. Like, don't be shy. He's hiding in the corner. Look at that. Ugh. He's hiding in the corner. Big old apple chunk. See that pie crust on it? Get him off. Get him off, because you're going to put him right back in there. Watch. Let me show you something. Out. Get out. You put it on there. You put it back together, even if it looks like shit, and you heat it up like that. Because all you're gonna do is you're gonna fold it and drop it in the ice cream and mix it. Because it's hot, and the hot versus cold will work so good. It's so damn good. I'm gonna do it right now. All right. I wouldn't even eat this for like, I would never eat this. I could never eat this. I'd actually lose my mind if I had to eat this. Mushy and nasty. I'm big on texture. So that's why I really wouldn't want to do that. The texture would just, of those apples, is just so like nasty to me. It's just slimy. Here. McDonald's apple pie with the apples removed. Gotta love it. Put that baby in there. It was great. It was very different. I've been to many wrestling shows. It was a unique show. Of all the shows I went to, it was a very unique show. It was also happened to be one of the best shows in the history of wrestling shows. So it turned out to be really good. It turned out to be really damn good. Me was sitting there. Yeah, I've met some pretty big wrestlers, but I met most of them before they were big. Here we go. And you'll kind of get fooled a little. Like, I thought that was an apple. It's not. It's a pie. It's pie crust. Because you took all of the apples out, remember? This one's kind of, it could be a little more frozen, but it's already 12:14. We're just ready to go. What did I say? You literally are stuffing that. It's hot. I didn't say it wasn't hot. And here's the secret ingredient. You're not just putting apple pie into the ice cream. You're adding caramel. Womp. This is actually a lot. It doesn't look like a lot, but it's actually a lot. Womp. Maybe it's enough, maybe it's not enough. The best part about this whole thing is we have it here so we can decide. It's true. Shout out Mackenzie. Oh, wait. I know your profile picture. Truck and train spotter, right? Think so. I hope so. Pretty sure it's you. Hope you've been good. See what we're doing? See what we're doing? Oh. Oh. Whoa. It's crazy how that happens. Nah, I don't know why I'm doing that. But it is. It's so easy. Yet nobody on the McDonald's corporate team thinks, hey, we should put this on the menu. Are you kidding me? That is how you apple pie McFlurry. Like a pro, I should say. Shout out our Andy. Oh, I'm not watching anything. My mom is, though. She's in the other room. She just woke up. I'm sorry, Mackenzie. Just know we're here. They should, Peekaboo. They should have the option. They should have just a couple. They have a lot of room in there. Just get another machine, extra machine. How much does it really cost McDonald's? All love, Mackenzie. Do whatever you can to make sure you're happy, healthy, feeling good. I know right now you're not, but just keep a positive mindset. You will be. It's all about positivity. It's all about the mindset. So, again, we're here. Talk soon, getting some rest. Much love. It's all love. You have a great rest. And I think with that, we're about to go off and rest too, but I wanted to show you. See, this one's kind of not super liquidy, this one, but or here. Highly recommend not to do this because you want the pie to be warm. You want the ice cream to be not warm. But we're just gonna put it in for a bit longer. Let it freeze. The heat of the pie made it way too runny. So do that. Let it chill in there. Got all of our ice cream for tomorrow's. This and we're set. Ugh. And I don't think I don't need to put this anywhere special. I can just keep it out. Because it's like they keep it in a pump on the right. I don't, yeah, like you see, normally goes in a cabinet. Yeah, it's like a bottle. It's like my sauce bottle. Just keep it tight. Keep it sealed. See, no air getting in there. You're good. I mean, normally they just give me the sundae. They put it on the sundae. I normally don't have to get this and do all that, but it just worked out that way tonight. Back when you were in school, were you the restaurant plug? Not the restaurant plug, but I always had I was that kid who brought the fast food to school. And I think that's also part of where it came from. It wasn't McDonald's though. It was Subway. Every morning we had a carpool. We had a Subway down the street from our house. So we'd meet up at the Subway. And every morning I get the sandwich, the Powerade, and I don't remember if I got chips. I don't think I got chips, but it was good. I'd get this, same thing every day. Italian BMT, and it's just like it's a vibe. It's a lifestyle. You gotta picture me, young impressionable kid. There's something about fast food. This is my expression has always been the bag. And when I say the bag, I'm not just talking about the bag itself. I'm talking about the package. I'm talking about everything. When I say the bag, I'm talking about just the the swag factor, bro. Walking in, the one guy who's got the McDonald's bag, that's the guy that I want to chill with. That's the guy I want to, that's my guy. Italian BMT. BMT stands for Boston Main Train. Does it? Does it? I guess that's what it stands for. I don't know what it stands for in the actual. Like looking at that, like is that who knows? No, like Subway. Like eat fresh. That's funny. Like sandwich. Like the chain. The wallpaper in Subway is the Subway. See, now I'm confused about Subway, whatever Subway we're talking about. Now we're just whatever way. So also, I do have an announcement. What about Jimmy John's or Jersey Mike's? We're going to talk about that in a second because I did work at one of those places. But really quick, before I lose the thought. Actually, I already did lose the thought. That's what happens at night. Your boy's very forgetful, the short-term memory. But I did work at Jimmy John's, for those of you that know. I had fun doing it, but they scheduled me not nearly enough, and it was too far. So I was going far, barely working. I was traveling more, essentially, than I was working. It made no sense. So I had to leave that. I did apply for Jersey Mike's once. I did get it, but I decided I didn't want to do it after the training because I was like, nah, fuck that. It's too to the point. It's too. You listen to interviews of Jimmy John Leotode, one of the best things he's ever said in his interviews is like, it's okay to profile. It sounds, it's a wild statement, but his whole point is it's like, man, you're opening a sandwich shop. You want like your customers to come in, love it, absolutely have the best experience. Sometimes you got to profile as a sandwich artist. You have a bigger customer, he asks for mayo. Are you just going to put an amount of mayo? You're going to put a decent amount of mayo. You know what I mean? You gotta look at your customer and you gotta, try to at least like, I think that makes a lot of sense. I think that makes a lot of sense what I'm saying. His point, Mr. Jimmy John Leotode, it's a good point. It's a great point. It's like if you have a customer, it's like try to read them. Try to read them. You hear them talking about something on the way in. Suggest a bunch. They're talking about turkey on the phone. Suggest a bunch of turkey stuff to them. You know what I mean? It's like just be aware. Be aware. They're talking about like they're on the phone, they're walking in, I love dill. And then they get off the phone, and then you're talking something, something, and then bring it up, dill, stuff like that. I don't know. Reading people pretty much is the point of it. That's what you gotta do, man. That's what you gotta do. That's why Jimmy John's is so successful. And it's like, obviously Jersey Mike's is too, but I think there's a difference between the brands. One's super, you have to be on top of the portioning extremely. Like they train you how to shake the thing with the vinaigrette in it, and they check how much vinaigrette you did, and it's like it needs to be the specific amount of vinegar. It's just not for me. That was the moment I'm like, it's not. No, food isn't this. I mean, yeah, it's more like baking. It was more like baking to me. It's like super, like with the cups, and you're like looking at measure, see if you got it right, and it's no. Food is just, quick on the spot. Like I said, maybe put a little extra on it. That's food. To me, that's food. I go to McDonald's and I get my burger that we just had. They put, they know the name Grant Thomas. They've seen that name hundreds of times. They know I like my shit. They they do it. They're fantastic. They keep me coming back. So that's what it's all about. Yeah, exactly. It's good customer service. Exactly. What is funny. That's how I heard about Jimmy John's. I never met him there. I never like got to be super. Well, I've gotten to be pretty close to Lesnar, but not in a sandwich capacity. So pretty pretty interesting fact. I heard about Jimmy John's. First ever time I ever heard about and wanted Jimmy John's, it was because I saw it on Brock Lesnar's shorts, and I'm like, I gotta try this. Brock Lesnar, I gotta try this shit. I think that's how a lot of us wrestling fan kids at the time discovered Jimmy John's. I think I'm just the one who is all right with admitting it. Badass Brock Lesnar. Do I think he needed to beat the streak? No. It's a talk for another time, but badass Brock Lesnar. He did not need that streak. That's for sure. It's for my rewards. They gave me a bunch of cones. Because I asked for the cup instead of the cone. But my guy, I love him. He's just like, nice, take it. He just walked over to me with the cones. He's like, take it. I'm like, all right. All this? He's like, yeah, okay. Just put it in the bag. That's fire. See, I was right. There's more of us. There's really more of us out there. He put them on the map. He really did. He was a he was a good thing for them. He really was. I think they went separate ways eventually, but he was good. I think he also did stuff for he might still, but Jack Links. It's another good one. He didn't I mean, you don't really think of Brock Lesnar immediately with Jack Links, but still a good one. Gotta buy it. That'd be dope. That'd be fire. He should do like a restaurant. I feel like he'd have like a really good like a bar like grill kind of place. Like like that kind of thing. I'd eat at Brock's Burgers. Brock's Bar. That'd be Brock's Burger Bar. Put the two together. That was good. See, Brock just made a name right there. If you're watching this, Mr. Lesnar, don't hurt me. You can have it. You can have the name. Don't hurt me. But I'll give you a cool one. I was here. There he is. There's Brock. SummerSlam 2014. When he absolutely destroyed Cena. I was there. I was in I don't remember what exact row, but it was it was within the first six. I was there. I've been at some historic wrestling moments. Yeah, boy, yours truly. Money in the Bank 2016. I've been at some crazy shit. I've seen 3 cash-ins. I think I've seen 3 cash-ins. Like I've seen some shit in wrestling, dude. Most fans don't get to see 1 cash-in, let alone 3. So I'm a very blessed wrestling fan. Every show I go to happens to be like crazy, like one of the best. Like it's weird. I'm lucky in that way. Nobody thought WrestleMania 30. Nobody thought this shit would be good. Nobody. You have to look in like it's kind of hard to really now, but if you remember back in the time, like in 2015, or like really 2014, because 2015 it was in March, right? Yeah, it was in March. So like in the build up in 2014, nobody thought the show was gonna be good. It was a bust. It was a super bust mania. 30 just happened the year before. Taker lost the streak. Like nothing was going into this show, but they killed it. They killed it. So that being said, I saw that cash in Rollins at the end. I actually predicted it as a 10-year-old, or not, a 12-year-old rather. I was 12, 2015, born 2003. But I was 12. I was sick. We got sick by the end of the show. And I predicted it. I looked around. I was in this crowd. I said, guys, I didn't say it this exact way, but I was talking to my cousin. I said, this guy, he was coming out for the Randy match, and he had the briefcase. And I'm like, this guy needs to find it in that main event. This guy needs to figure this shit out. And he did. It was crazy. It's a good opinion. I think it's a debate. I think he should have lost at WrestleMania, but I think it should have been at WrestleMania 31 when I was there. Because he should have lost. Who did he face at 31? Bray Wyatt. I was there. He faced Bray Wyatt. He should have given the streak up 360 whatever days later to Bray Wyatt. They had that in the bag, and they gave it to Lesnar the year before. How stupid. If anyone should have gotten it, it was Bray Wyatt. If anybody in the history of wrestling should have, deserved that streak, it was Bray Wyatt. I think so. That's my opinion. That's how I see it. But I agree with yours too. I agree with your take. I think if you retired with it intact, it would have been, again, another one of those decisions that's infinitely better than what happened. I think most fan theories, most everything is better than what happened. That's, in my opinion, I'd say it to my friend at work. It's the biggest mistake in the history of the business. 100%. The stupidest, like, the biggest, most obvious blunder in history. It will never have a chance to make a stupider move again. 20 plus years of building up of that fucking streak. Insane. Fucking insane. And it was crazy because he came back like every year after. He thought he was done, is what it seemed like, and then he just kept coming back. You couldn't hang him up. Yeah. But yeah, I agree. But I agree with that too. I would have much rather had, seen him walk out, put the fist up, 25-0 or whatever, that's it, But yeah, if somebody had to do it, that's like my scenario. Cause I was there, like I would have seen that. Imagine, just fucking imagine. I was there for the street. Just insane. It could have been if they didn't botch it the year before. But, I guess everything happens for a reason. This is a good example for no, it doesn't. It really is. Which cash-ins did I see? Good question. I did. So I always have to think. No, actually, Randy Orton, um, Seth Rollins, and then Dean Ambrose. I was there that night when every member of the Shield held the title. Reigns walked in with the belt. Rollins won the match, won the belt, and then Ambrose came in, cashed in, won the belt. All three of them in the same night were WWE champion. I was there. I'm telling every big moment of the past decade, a lot of them, I was there. Just random chance, I was there. Undertaker versus Lesnar, the tiebreaker in the Cell, Hell in the Cell, 2015, 20. Why am I talking? Go to Hell tour. Every event, every Lesnar versus Cena, bro. I got all the teas, bro. All the receipts. My tea collection goes insane. That's the thing I take pride in probably the most. My tea collection, bro. The wrestling tees. I do not play around. I always wear collared shirts and shit, but I don't play around with the wrestling tees. Hold on. I'm always rocking a wrestling tee, bro. If I'm not in preppy shit, I'm in wrestling tees, bro. It's one or the other. Every day during middle school, I would wear a Chris Hero hoodie. You have to be really into wrestling to know who that is. Middle school. Speaking of Bray, Wyatt 6. How do I feel about Wyatt 6? It's just, I mean, it's not bad. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's it's just a best of a really bad situation. It's really hard to say that because it's like you don't want to say that, but that's really that's kind of how I feel about it. It's like it's none of it should be happening. It's the best of this terrible situation. It's I can't even go further. It's what it is. It's this dreadful situation that'll never end because it's you can't resolve that. So I mean, I like them. I don't have a problem with the Wyatt Six. I think it was sick what they did at Universal Studios for Fright Fest or whatever. They gave them their own ride or whatever, their own thing. But it's just sad, because it's like every time you see them on TV, every time like they do like the Firefly, it's all like it's a reminder. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to remind. It's a good thing. They're doing it to carry on his legacy, but it's hard, it's tough sometimes. The fans, we care. We're into it. These are people that I know a lot of fans have met him. I, again, not Husky Harris, because I know he was with WWE before, but SummerSlam 2013. Kane versus Bray Wyatt in the Ring of Fire match. His first ever match in WWE is Bray Wyatt. I was there. Yet another one. Yet another. Just yet another. I was there, and it's he's on that SummerSlam 2013 shirt. You know, it's just tough. So like I'll never forget the day I found out. It was right around the same time CM Punk left AEW. It was huge, such a huge time in wrestling, and it was so sad, especially me, because it's like my guy just left AEW, so my life was, it sucked. I thought everything was terrible then, and then you hear that terrible news. That was a terrible week for wrestling. Terrible. I loved CM. I'm saying it now. I loved CM Punk in AEW. I still do. It's still one of my. Punk is my goat. I'm still mad at him. Very mad at him, but he's still my goat. Him in AEW, I fucking love that shit so much. It was like this grungy, like it was just a different version of him. I love that shit so much. The stick it to the big league. It was so cool. He was such a badass in AEW. But who am I to talk? Speaking of that, show you one of my grails. I actually still have one in the packaging, literally unopened, but I do have one open too. I bought two. He was no longer with the company when I bought these, but they still sold them on Pro Wrestling Tees. Good luck finding one of these. And then I got a WWE version. But I honestly, this one is my shit, bro. I loved him in AEW. I did, bro. I thought it was so badass. I wanted to see them take down WWE so bad. It would have been so cool. Because he would have been behind it. Yeah, bro. Yeah, ROH, TNA, and all the indie shit. His matches with guys like Chris Hero. The reason I wore that hoodie all the time. I'm a big... I know we don't talk about it, but I could make a third channel, you know, like GT, like WWE or like GT wrestling or something. Like, seriously. Just, like, I could talk about this stuff for... My mom comes in all the time, like, ask questions, and like she'll see someone on TV and she'll like, no, like, to come to me. I loved professional wrestling. The first thing I ever wanted to do was be in that. So that's fire. That's interesting. That's very interesting. It's hard to tell. That's hard to tell, but personally, I agree. I just... it's so hard to... I just can't be, you know, you can never be too certain with the booking, with the who's in charge. It's important. It's important in wrestling. A lot more than it should be, but that's how wrestling is. It's a business. Look at Punk. The only reason Punk's having his glory days now is because the same person's not in... if Vince were still in charge, he'd still be at AEW. Plain and simple, he'd still be at AEW if Vince were still around. So you heard about his retirement? Whose retirement? Talking about Homicide? Who you talking about? I didn't hear about it, but I guess now, now I know. That's the other crazy thing. Some of these guys in this business, they go for fucking ever. Homicide had to retire because of serious... Damn. It's tough. Some of these guys have been doing this shit forever. Damn. I hope he's at least, you know, recovering and somewhat getting better and not just like, you know, unable to recover. It's tough. Damn. Damn. That's good though. You saw in the interview, so he's good. He's able, you know, he's able to do interviews, getting out. That's good. Some injuries are like, you know, you can't even, you know, be thankful to do an interview after, you know. It's so fucking sad. But That's a huge reason I didn't do it. I didn't follow through. It really is. You see me even see it's true. It's so fucking sad. It's so fucking sad. It's just, some careers like all it takes is one, slip of the ankle type, it's your life can fucking change like a Tyson kid, you know? Biggie. Fucking life can change in an instant. So I'm more of a talker. I'm more like the manager type. I'd be a me. I'd be the best fucking manager in the history of the biz. What happened? Must be a good watch. I need to check that out. Who who did that? Who did the interview? Like Van Vliet or something? He's good. A lot of the interviewers in wrestling are good right now. I'm a fan, at least. I'll give you another great story. PWG, speaking of wrestling interviewers back in the day, PWG back at Reseda, must have been 2017, 2018. My first ever ticket I bought from Miss Kathy Kelly in the parking lot. I took her name down on my notepad, and I remember I wrote it down. I think I might still have it on my old phone if I find it and repair it because the screen's all broken. But Kathy Kelly sold me my ticket. I think my dad was there, but just she was as nice back then as she is now. It's how I'll say it. Very, very nice. Incredible. Won't even go there. Just very cool experience. And then then you see her on WWE TV a couple years later. I'm like, holy shit. She sold me my ticket and then a couple times I've tweeted at her in the comments. I've like said, yeah, you sold me my ticket, this, and that. And she responded and she like says who she was with that night. And she made like a joke and like, really cool. So she does remember me. If I ever saw her again and I said, "Hey, PWG ticket kid," she'd know exactly who I am. So that's a cool little thing too. Jason Jordan, yeah. Out of the hospital into the bodega. It sounds like some fucking homicide shit, bruh. That's some wild shit. That's wrestling, dude. That's it right there. But we're also, look at my damn face, so nasty. But we're so blessed to be in a time where the business is changing. Like that's why punk came back. Business is changing. It's so different. Guys can go on vacation now. So things are changing for the better in that aspect. Just not, quick enough. Still not, is it good enough? I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah, those injuries are just terrible. Hey, skin. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Told you, L'Oreal or whatever, moisturizer. It's all you need. It's all you need. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that whole Kurt Angle's son thing. That was a minute ago. Another sad one. Look at his story. Kurt Angle. Guy will feel that guy will feel like shit for the rest of his life. So sad. He's a legend, and he's gonna tough it out, and he still has a smile on his face, but he doesn't feel 100%. He said it. He says it in interviews. He says it all the time. He feels terrible. So I totally forgot to mention tomorrow during we're gonna figure it out. I have to figure it out, but there's a hockey game tomorrow. So on top of everything, we're going to a game, which should be cool. And we're trying the new format, which is this for 4 hours. We're gonna second we get to the arena, connecting the Wi-Fi, we're live. I normally do intermissions. I want to try it. I want to see how one full game goes, how long it runs, how, if I can even do it the whole time. Maybe halfway I'll be like, I just need to get out. I don't know. Who knows? But this is a big, big moment, so be there. So I give props to all wrestlers because, yeah, they really do put their life and health on the line. Yeah. Even like something as simple as like a fucking dark match, like something as, things that the fans see and it's like, oh, it's nothing. It really is something, landing on your, back over and over and over. All this shit adds up. Even the little bumps, just really tough. And I already have a tough back from like, I don't even know what, just like sleep and shit. I don't know. Like, it's lifting things the wrong way and like stupid shit. So if I tried to even like, this is no way. This is no way. I know you shouldn't say you should always encourage yourself, but just, there's no way. Realistically, there's no way. Yeah. Yeah. Look at, I shouldn't, no, we're talking about it. Look at Benoit with the headbutt. He's, I tell this story all the time. Benoit, as a kid, not having known, what happened, I just looked at, I was just a kid who knew about wrestling history. So you get into, who's this guy? Orton beats him for the title. You know, you see him in clips. You do the research. You see him, this, and that. And then you learn all this shit, dude. I like, I see clips. My first thing was, oh, this guy's cool. And then you learn what you learn. It's like, bro, shit. Like that's wild. That's another guy. He was the best of all time. Like as a like technically. Now I'm not saying like you know on the mic or just in all total as a technical wrestler, he was the best of all fucking time. Like like this guy, like in certain aspects of wrestling, is the fucking best in history. Like it's insane. And if that stuff can happen to that guy, like just nobody's safe. You gotta, cherish every moment you have if they can happen to that guy. You know, scary shit. It's very scary shit. Extremely. I don't think there will ever be a situation as weird. Yeah, they said a lot about it, like his head, and he had the brain of like an 80-year-old with like dementia or some shit, or like something crazy like that. Yeah. Once Eddie once Eddie left, and my mom watched documentaries. She loves documentaries. There was like a period for like a couple months where she was into all the wrestling stuff. She wanted to like learn about the stuff I like or whatever. I don't know. But she watched like Eddie Guerrero, and I kind of taught her a little bit like Benoit, and like how this guy pretty much crumbled the second Eddie passed away, which he did. He did. You watch it in real time. Go back. It's like that was the moment, you know, his timer started, you know? It's sad. His best friend, it's like shit's sad. You're like watching the problem build in real time. It's crazy to watch. Looking back and like thinking what it led to and all that. Oh yeah, it's Son. Son's a chill. Son's a really chill dude. I've watched his interviews. It's such a sad situation. Like I'd love to see him wrestle. I would. I personally would, but it's such a hard like. He's not going out there as Chris Benoit Jr. Like, didn't he say that? There's no way. You know what I mean? There's no way. No fucking indie, no anybody will take that. No anybody. And if they do, that's fucking stupid. He has to change your name, dude. You, you know what I mean? Like I don't mean to sound rude. That's his dad, you know what I mean? I get it. I get it. But you can't, you're not gonna make it as Benoit Jr. You're not. There's no chance. Him even making the comment like killed his career before it started. Like you can't do that. You have to know why you can't do that. If he did, I swear I heard something. He said like he'd want to be known as like Junior, but like if he went in as David, I mean I don't see a problem. It's hard with the last name. It might cost you a couple of things here and there, but I think I think there would be some people like, especially like a Tony Khan, who'd be willing to give the kid a shot. You know what I mean? Type of thing. Nobody wants to see, you know what I mean? Like Jericho loves him. People, a lot of the wrestlers have good relationship with him. They love his dad. It's just such a shitty, terrible thing what happened, you know? I'm gonna shave more. Starting to grow under here every day before work. Like literally right before work, I shave my neck. I don't look all nasty neck beard at work. I'm telling you, gotta not stress, but dress to impress type shit. It's important. Yeah, yeah. That's the other thing. He does, definitely has the look. It's just a lot. It really is. It's a lot of, because you've never had a situation like it, so it's kind of hard to, you just don't know what to do. You'll probably never have a situation like it again with everything in place. You can tell. I'm like starting to fall asleep. Not exactly, but just getting tired. That's for damn sure. Exactly. He's his own man. It's just hard with the name, is what I think. I feel like they probably, whoever was in charge would probably much rather it. But it makes sense. I wouldn't see his name, if I were a wrestler in 2030, whatever, and I see him on the card with up against David Benoit. Like I don't mind, you know. That's wild. That's right. Does he have it? He does, huh? Does he have a daughter, huh? I have to look into it. It's been a while, but yeah, it's pretty insane, really. Damn, 2 kids. Wow. They have a chance. That family has a chance to get back. I sh- I've been seeing a lot of them on social media. Like I've been seeing a lot of the Guerrero last name. That shit's pretty cool. I didn't know. I didn't even know he had a bunch of. I mean, obviously, you know what I mean. There's obviously he has family, but like I didn't know he had a ton of family like involved. You know, but they're involved. They want to do it, so it's super cool. They just had a day. They celebrated him in Colorado. Pretty sure it was Colorado. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Sherilyn Guerrero. Damn. I think that's the one I saw, but I'm not sure. And he has 3 daughters. All he used to wrestle in NXT. Damn. Was that her name? Oh, with Booker T. Everybody be training with Booker T. What the fuck? It's funny. It's, 2 for 3 is pretty good. She batted 666 on kids wanting to wrestle. Oh, the 2 girls are with Vicky. You know the ages? I'm about to hop off soon. I'm like starting my eyes is closing and shit. Yeah, it's true. Everybody's training with Booker T now. 29, 30. It's not old. Really, like that's so young. You kind of not forget. It's just I kind of forget. It's more of a personal thing. I forget how kind of recent Eddie Guerrero was. Wasn't that long ago. Wasn't that long ago. Because I was born in 03. So you got, that's young though. All things considering. It's right, 2005. Jeez. Is he 39? Shit. That's wild. Man, that's a guy who would have been like the head trainer for NXT. Like, he would have been like everything. If what happened never happened, he'd be such a big part of today's product. It's crazy. We never can say his name again. It would be the total opposite if he didn't do what he did. You'd hear his name almost every night, probably every night, on commentary and whatever. It's insane. See, look at that. You saw that? Catching myself. Look at that. He's falling asleep. You boys gotta sleep. It's happening. I'm gonna fall asleep on here. Sitting up, which is crazy. It's kicking in. I agree. Same with Eddie. Think they could have been doing anything? Oh, totally. Yeah, Eddie. Yeah, 100%. Him and they'd be doing something together. Being a manager for someone. Yeah. Eddie would have been a great manager. Heel with all the, lie, cheat, steal, the playing dead and all that stuff. He would have been fantastic as a manager. He would have been one of the best heel managers since what's it got? Why am I blanking on the name, dude? He would have been the best heel manager since freaking ever. Seriously. See Eddie being in the center, Dominic and Ray's beat. Yeah, bro. Like, just imagine if that piece of the puzzle wasn't permanently out, That's insane. to think, because they'd be on TV every week with that right now, with that storyline, because it's there, because it's right in front of them. Dom's one of the biggest things, you know? That's true. That would be crazy. It would just have so many different elements to it. It would be about different things. It's interesting to think about. Yeah, they should. Kind of like Bloodline type shit. But with the Guerrero family, that's kind of fire to think about. They're like low-key building a bunch of factions. Low-key. That's cool. Like family factions. Still never checked this damn shop. Literally nothing. Oh, that would be huge. That's a moment right there. Dom changes his last name in front of Ray type shit. That'd be huge. It's a good assessment. He is pretty, I was just gonna say, they carried on Eddie through him, for sure. He had hell of a frog splash. He did the things, he's got all the Eddie mannerisms down. So, it's definitely got that, Latino heat flair to him, which is good, which is enjoyable. It feels real. It's not just like, oh, he's his kid, and then it feels real, which is cool. Attention to detail type of thing. Yeah. Very true. It's a good, just a great story. I don't hate police. That's kind of, I don't know what bro's talking about, but I don't even think he does. Shout out to being hidden, because bro is now hidden from the channel. Yeah, probably. I'm like a computer. Like I dim out and then I just back up. That's how I feel right now. It's like I'll dim and I'll back up. And I dim and I'll back up. And I dim. It will. Honestly, it's not for everybody though, so it's gonna be interesting. I mean, yeah, you said that, but it's gonna be obviously it's gonna be like very interesting. See now the tired's coming out, but for sure, I think she'll be natural. Another one was I wonder how if Sting's kid, remember? I don't know if he really followed through, but remember Sting's kid saying he wanted to wrestle. That whole entrance thing really motivated him from his last match. And they came out with him, and they had those few spots. Probably doesn't do it anymore. I don't know. It's tough because a lot of those, if she stuck with it, she'd be a big part of. She'd be doing something now on TV with Dom. Yeah, he definitely has a look. He was standing out there with his dad. It was like, holy shit. Like looking at a time machine. And he has, his gimmick's right fucking there. his, said Benoit, like, he can't be a junior. Born and, Sting's kid was born to fucking be a junior. You know, that, that's given. Sting Jr. sounds kind of like, I don't know, it sounds kind of weird, but it's possible. It's definitely possible. I think, like, isn't his actual name, like, Steve Borden or something? I feel like Steve Borden Jr. would be, like, kind of fire. I don't, they call him, like, Lil Stinger or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. But you keep it on, you know what I mean? He'll probably do the face, he'll probably do a lot of the same shit in that regard. The pain and the stung. That's funny. Look at me, the phone. Look at me. Look at me, dude. I'm fucking goddamn. I know I keep saving myself for here, but seriously, I gotta cut this shit soon. I gotta cut this. I'm shutting down. And the McFlurry. It's still in there. That thing's frozen by now. Now that I think of it, maybe him going under his real name is the way to go. Borden? Steve Borden? Is that his son's name? No. Or is it? It'd be chill. Or are you saying if the son wrestled under the Steve Borden name, that would be chill. I think that'd be cool. I think that's the way to do it. And it's a good, kind of just sounds like a good name. Steve Borden Jr. It just sounds kind of like fire. That would be cool. I'm waiting for a response, but I don't think you're here anymore, huh, Peekaboo? See, now we're all falling asleep. But seriously, I think he's not a junior though. IRL is his name. What's his name though? Oh, his son's Steven. So Stephen Borden. Hey, Steve Borden Jr. Yeah, that's perfect. So it works perfect. That'd be wild. I don't think the other one does, but it would be crazy. Yeah, the Borden brothers. It's a good one. That would be a good one. That's a name right there. It's already a make shirts out of that. Everyone's kid, as he should. Oh yeah, I heard that. They're super close. I've heard. R-Truth and Natty. It's cool. It's good that they all have a relationship. Insane. Insane. 6'4" is insane. So I'm tired. I'm trying to keep myself out with my sandpaper beard. My neck is like all smooth, and then there's like a couple spots that are like literal sandpaper. Just like the stubble and the damn 5 people in here. Don't tell me if it's staying on. I gotta go, everybody. I feel bad, but I am like tapping out, talking about wrestling. I'm actually like, there we go. There we go. I gotta get up from there. I mean, the business is just hot right now. Now's a good time for most, I'd say. Shit, dude. Yeah, man, I'm gonna tap. I need it right now. I feel sleep in my next 20 minutes because I still want to try to eat that. I don't even feel like I want to eat the dessert. It's like I'm ready to hit the snooze button. My bad, Peekaboo. You beat me tonight. like Mick Foley. I quit. Just tonight, man. Such a crazy day. I fall asleep myself. I barely slept last night. That's what we should do, Peekaboo. We should hit the snooze button, wake up tomorrow, and then get right back to it. That's my plan. I'm gonna do a Popeye stream, a couple other things, and then go to the Kings game. So we have another crazy day on the way. Today. I was gonna say tomorrow, but it's already today. So today. I appreciate you, Peekaboo. Hopefully you're here for the long way. I think you subbed, but I hope you did. 'Cause I hope to see you in these next lives. I hope we have more of these conversations because I don't have anybody to talk wrestling with. I think about it all the time. So very grateful. Appreciate you chilling in here with me. But with all that being said, as I always like to do and say, first, Peekaboo, have a great night. One more time, I really appreciate that. It was a good time. Love chopping it up. Some good wrestling. Good wrestle talk. Not the channel, just what we're doing. But shout out to you, brother. But now we find ourselves in this familiar place, as I always like to do and say. You guys are the best. I love doing this. I'm so glad we've grown to where we're at. It's only going to keep getting bigger. So thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, dropping the phone. I'm just kidding. Have a great rest of your day. You guys are the best.